Good morning. So this is day 2 of the heavy workload. You're always expected to do about 6 hours of work, but these 2 days there's a lot of small assignments, whereas on other days you have less assignments, but you're expected to spend more time on them. So this is the last day where it's going to be like push, push, push for this week, and the rest of the week we'll have less tasks to do. So let's look at what's on the docket for today. We're going to be finishing up activity 2, which we started yesterday, and then we're going to be working on activity 3. This unit is all about essays, so each activity you're going to be looking at a different type of essay style, and then you'll get to write an essay at the end of the course, and that's why an essay at the end of the unit. And this is why activity 3 is before activity 2. If it wasn't, then you'd write 3 big essays in like 4 days, which isn't very nice. So you're doing the logos discussion. I see some of you have already gotten a start on that. That's awesome. You're doing the essay reading questions. You're doing the persuasive paragraphs. You're doing the fallacies and essay revision. You're reading the activity 3 content, and you're doing the Orwell reading questions. So you're reading 2 essays today. And you're doing some other work. So let's get into the content. So activity 2, I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I'm just going to go back to it. It's all about persuasive essays. This is something you probably have some experience in. So we were supposed to do this today, and we were doing this and this tomorrow. I really like this essay. You are going to download it. Where is it? Oh, it's in the content. You're going to download it in the content. I'll add a link here. And you're going to answer the questions. These questions are super important for your summative, because the feedback that you're going to get on these questions is going to steer you on the right path for the summative, which is going to have very similar questions to this. So it's not just busy work, I promise. And then you're going to write persuasive paragraphs. So you can pick from these topics or come up with your own. Make sure they're original. Make sure there's lots of stuff on the internet for these. And I will be scanning them through to make sure you're not plagiarizing. So really just persuade me. You can do it. And tell me what persuasive methods you've used. So do that from the content pages. So let's pop to activity 3. You're going to read the activity 3 content. That is number 1. Remember, this little widget on the side is super useful for navigating the course. Activity 3, here we go. So we're going to look at this. This is all talking about reasoning. This has to do when we look at ads and stuff. We'll come back to this. And then we are going to read a hard text. If you were in 3U with me last year, Madison, you will have read this text already. So kudos, you've got that under your belt. But it is hard and it's old, but you can do it, because if you're going to university, you're going to read hard stuff and old stuff anyway. So here's some strategies to help you, and then you're going to read this essay by Orwell on politics in the English language. So again, these questions are really, really similar to the questions that you'll be answering on your summative based on a different essay. So this is like your trial run to figure out if you know what you're talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about yet, I'll help steer you in the right direction so you can nail it later on. So last but not least, we have the assignment page. Remember, the essays are in the content, but then on the assignment page, it reminds you of what is what. So here is an essay, and you are going to revise it. So you're going to change the arguments and make sure they're logical. You can change the thesis too to make it more logical, but really you're going to be focusing in on the arguments. And you're going to submit your annotations, so your edits. You're going to identify the fallacies that are present in the essay, and you're going to submit your revision. So it's like you're submitting your notes, and then you're submitting the actual edited, finished copy where you've acted on those notes. So you can do your annotations by hand. If you do, you just got to make sure you take good pictures so I can actually read what you're writing. You're going to get marked on peer editing later. So this is your trial run. And that is that. So again, another heavy day. You can do it. If you have any questions, I'll be online during my normal times from 9 till about noon, and then from 1 till who knows when. And I'll be giving you lots of feedback on all of the work that you have done yesterday. So have a good day. Don't be a stranger, and we will talk to you later.